Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where we're here once again to watch as my sanity continues to decrease from playing this challenge. Hopefully, we'll get a peace treaty with Italy. Hopefully. Hopefully. That's one of the few things we're hoping for at this point. Peace treaty with Italy. Because that's all we can hope for these days. All we can hope for. Oh, I forgot to turn on the music. Whoops. There we go. Ugh. Hello, Romanos. Technically, we won against France. We technically won against the French. We did not achieve the objective of wiping out France, but we did beat France. However, Italy has smelled blood in the water, so they have come after us. However, thankfully, we have an unholy alliance in this situation where we have allied ourselves with France, who also is not in a good position to be fighting Italy. Nobody is in a good position to be fighting Italy, but we are all fighting Italy. Well, me and France are fighting Italy. Germany's fighting France. I think Britain's also fighting France. Germany and Britain are fighting each other. There's a lot of war going on between the final collection of powers. I'm desperately trying not to end up in a war with everyone else. Because if I end up in a war with everyone else, these hulls are not going to hold up. Like, these hulls are already barely holding up against the Italian Navy. Like, it's getting not great. I need more boats, and I need to refit the existing ones. So yeah, we're up against another large Italian task force, which, this situation is not good for us. Sure, they only have heavy cruisers, but those heavy cruisers pack a punch. And the other annoying thing is, those light cruisers and destroyers are outfitted with torpedoes. I sent this fleet to go fight two random battleships that were on their own, and they somehow managed to run into the entire fucking Italian armada. I wish France was a bit more helpful in this war. But to be honest, France's navy is a lot more decimated than mine. Like, they don't even have battleships or battlecruisers. Like, at least I have battleships. At least I have a standing battleship navy. Which means we have to withdraw from this. This is a battle we will not win. So we have to withdraw. We gotta get out of here. All ships prepare to withdraw. We gotta get the fuck out of here. We do not have the firepower to be taking on this navy. Brooklyn, why are you so far in the back? You're low on fuel. Shit. And the Kansas is also low on fuel. These two may end up being sacrificial lambs. Because, they're low on gas. They can only go so fast. Yep, they've been spotted. The Kansas has been hit. Kansas is returning fire. As long as the Kansas can avoid being shot, she can at least make a run for it. And the Brooklyn is at least here to provide some spotting and firing support. But yeah, we need to withdraw. These guys need to get to a port and rearm. Because they are just a combination of heavily damaged and very much out of ammunition. I need to get them into a port to rearm. Be ready to avoid torpedoes, because those are light cruisers. And they're getting a lot closer than I would like them to. Oh shit, Kansas. Oh, for God's sake, poor Kansas. Oh, that's not gonna... Oh, it's a dud. Poor Kansas is completely out of torpedoes. I mean, out of main gun ammo. She's flooding. Yeah, she's not in good shape. Yeah, we lost the Kansas. The Brooklyn is not going to be far behind. Yeah. Poor Brooklyn. At the very least, they fired a lot of their torpedoes at those guys, so, hopefully we'll be able to make our escape now. Hey guys, those torpedoes are coming in scarily close. In fact, that's a lot of torpedoes coming in scarily close. Damn it, they both took hits. This is going to be a problem. We lose those light cruisers. That's going to be a lot of our ability to fucking spot shit wiped out. I'm not even sure if they do still have torpedoes. In fact, they still have ships equipped with a shit ton of torpedoes, actually. I turned the battleships around to engage, but situation is not good. Situation is very not good. Heavy cruiser, honestly, the heavy cruisers do still have some ammo, so I need you guys back here. You guys at least have some ammo. I need you guys to cover the battleships. That one's coming in close, and she has a lot of torpedoes left on board. Well, not a lot, but she does have a few in there loaded. Ah, shit, that's a lot of torpedoes coming in on the Cyber. That's 3 torpedo strikes. Here comes a lot more. Cyber just lost the remainder of her ammo. Yeah, I think we're going to have to say goodbye to the Mediterranean Navy. And, well, basically the Atlantic Navy as well. They've been functioning as both the Mediterranean and the Atlantic Navy after the destruction of majority of our squadrons. But, yeah. These guys are kind of fucked. Oh, that's a heavy cruiser. What the fuck is that doing here? Any of you guys got 8-inch ammo left? Nope, all out of 8-inch. All that's left is your guys' secondary shots. Make them count, boys. The Cyber is the only battleship left. We've lost the Delaware. They still have torpedoes. They have a lot of torpedoes. Oh shit. More torpedoes. Just hit the Cyber. She has no main gun ammo. She's running out of 5-inch ammo. She's going to be down to her 2.9s in a moment here. That's 1 light cruiser down. That's enemy torpedoes inbound. Yep, the Cyber is not well for this world. Yeah, there's a lot of fire. I probably could have sunk a lot more of this fleet if I had stood and fought, but, yeah. The outcome would have been the same anyways. Ah, here come the destroyers. Yeah. Their light cruisers have definitely taken a bit of a bloody nose, but their destroyers, they still have torpedoes. Yep, we lost the Cyber. Alright, Pennsylvania, you're going to detach from the rest of the squadron. Jackson and Des Moines, avoid torpedoes, please. You guys are operating independently now. Because I'm going to have you just turn hard. Yeah, we lost the Pennsylvania. Trying to wipe out the remainder of these light cruisers, because at the very least, if we take them out, that's a lot less torpedo capability they have. They're easier to replace ships, but at the very least, take them out, that's a little less that the enemy has to work with. We're all out of main gun ammo. All other ships have sunk. Heavy cruisers are going to try and punch through. We got to punch a hole. That ship is lining up for a torpedo run. Take it out. Give her a bad time. Shit. Took a torpedo hit on the Jackson. You're supposed to be dodging, Jackson. I know you don't have great sonar, but still. Alright. Keep firing on that ship. Take it down. She's slowed down enough to where she's not moving much. Ow. Ah, shit, torpedoes. Shit, their heavy cruisers are right behind us. We have decent armor on these Delta-class heavy cruisers, so at the very least, that's the only thing keeping us alive at the moment. Jackson is not going to live long though. Fuck. Jackson has suffered some critical damage. Alright, Jackson, I'm gonna need you to turn hard. Try your best, Jackson. Trying to sink this heavy cruiser here since it's damaged as it is. Not much left of my ammunition, but can at least do a couple of hits. Jackson's just back there trying to keep their attention. I don't know what you can shoot at, Jackson, but just try to shoot at something, I guess. No, Demora's has been hit. She is flooding hard. Yep, there she goes. Sadly, not going to be able to get that that bastard there. He's going to get away. Well, there goes that crew. They fought hard. We did sink more of their ships than they did of us. Well, not really. They sunk more of us than we did of them. But we got off more points because our ships are not as big. Did we at least do a number on them. Kind of. There's a lot of ships now in that fleet, which is annoying. The new fleet that I was building over here is going to be still an entire 15 months before it's full strength. Oh, the Sniffums class is done, so that means we can refit those ones. Yeah, the new Cunicos that we're building are not done yet. Now, the Sniffums ones, they're done. So just gotta refit them to the new standard and then fuck around with them again afterwards. Submarines, what do you got? More transports? Sink them. The annoying thing is that I don't have a navy over there anymore. There is no naval squadron now in the fucking Pacific. I mean, not the Pacific, the Atlantic. Which means I have to dispatch probably these guys. They're probably the next best option. Right now, I just need to get back Sedan. Once we get Sedan back, that at least keeps these other provinces from being attacked. And that frees up this navy to go and actually start policing the Mediterranean. Let's see. What do I need? What I need is a reliable heavy cruiser. The Felix is definitely one of those options. But the Delta recently got refitted, so we can make a copy out of that. Might be easier to build than the fucking other one. It might be easier to rebuild. All right. Sorry, up to 22 knots. That's where we basically want ships to be. Anti-torp 3. Gen 2 radar, depth charges. What is our main tower? That is a main tower 4. And rear tower 5. There is a rear tower 6. Oh, I can put these here. Oh, that allows some movement of shit. Allows me to bring the gun back a bit as well. Alright, that increased our range finding capabilities. And damage control slightly. Cut the range on it a bit more. What can I do? Alright, how much heavier would a triple 8-inch be? That's so much more expensive in terms of weight. We wouldn't be able to fit it. Yeah, definitely wouldn't be able to fit it. I can increase the barrel length, though. That'll definitely give them a little bit more punch. Let's see, we're at 377 for each of these dual guns. What about a 9-inch dual gun? 394. We could probably upgrade this to 9-inch. They won't fit comfortably, that's for sure. Decrease the barbette to 10. Alright. That should help this ship out a little bit. Not by much, but it should help it out a little bit. We already have the secondaries as 5-inch guns. Are these 5-inch guns? Yeah, they're 5-inch guns. So we have quite a bit of additional firepower on this ship. And the 9-inch guns should be a little bit better. They should be able to punch through things a bit better than those 8-inch guns that we had. And this class shall be the Romero's class. It's not much different from a Delta class, but honestly, I need access to a heavy cruiser that can be built in more wider numbers. You guys will go to Rabat as well. Where's Rabat? Rabat. There it is. Building a lot of ships and sending them to Rabat. So 15 months until this fleet's online. We're not in a great situation. I really need to finish up this invasion of Borneo so that way then these guys can go and assist in the Med. Because, shit's just not going well in the Med. We've sunk a lot of the Italian Navy. There is a lot of Italian ships now at the bottom of the ocean. But I'm also not in great shape. Now, you may think, 104 ships. 81 ships. Boy, they don't have many ships compared to you. 69 of my boats are submarines. Take that into consideration. They have 6 submarines. I have 69. 69 useless fucking submarines that don't do shit. That's how effective those are. I really should build newer generation submarines because, we do need better submarines. Alright, at the very least, the Italians failed to gain, Portugal. We did do enough damage to keep them from being able to do it. Which means Portugal can once again focus on its invasion of Western Spain. Oh, and France is taking the opportunity to attack the Italian home islands, so hopefully that'll draw in the ire of the Italian Navy, and maybe they'll leave me alone for a bit while I take back Sedan. I'd start taking over this shit too, but honestly, I need to focus on knocking down the Italian Navy. Because the Italian Navy is big and scary. I just need to focus on stopping Italian invasions wherever they crop up. At very least, we'll get Borneo back next turn, which is more income for us, along with more shipyard space. Oh, hey, Egypt's finally rejoined us. Hello, welcome back, Egypt. It's been forever since you've been an ally of us. Alright, these guys just finished up the invasion of Borneo. That means you guys are going to be the new guys dealing with the Africa shit. Whereas these guys are going to go up here and start dealing with the Med shit. finances. We actually have quite a bit of money now, so I'm going to start dumping it back into transports. And hopefully that doesn't go too poorly. Oh, and Egypt's now launching invasions into Italian-controlled Arabia. That's actually good for us, because that's less shit I'm gonna have to deal with. Loading times on this game can be short or long, depending on... Oh. How the fuck did these guys yeet their way over here already? Ah, shit, we are penned in on both sides. This is not a good battle. I mean, it is mostly just destroyers and light cruisers. We might be able to fight this effectively. We did manage to get Sudan back at the very bare minimum. So, if we do need to withdraw, we can withdraw. I think for the most part, what we're gonna do, we're gonna run. We're just gonna run. And the moment the enemy finds us, we're gonna engage. But we're gonna run to try and force them to split up their squadron. Because if their destroyers run faster than their light cruisers... Well, their destroyers and light cruisers run roughly around the same speed. In fact, I think their light cruisers actually go faster than their destroyers, considering we never really saw their destroyers in that last battle until, like, near the end. And even then, they didn't really stick around very much. But yeah, hopefully we can maintain enough distance between us and the enemy. That their battleship won't be able to directly engage us. Gone are the days of us having a fleet of 8 battleships. At most, you'll see 3 or 4 in a squadron. Alright, everybody. You know what to do. We are running away. Do I want to stick the Tulsa with the light cruisers? Not really. If we can disengage, that'd be the ideally better option. Because again, all these ships have not been refitted since 1930. Yeah, 1930. Some of these ships were developed during the war with the French, like the Gimpy class, and even then it needs a refit. It's out of date. Oh, there's the enemy battleship. We're out of here. I was hoping that the French would draw the attention of the Italian Navy, but apparently not. At the very least, they drew the attention of a large portion of the Italian Navy. You think that the this Italian naval... Actually, where did that battleship fleet come from? Oh, they're over here. I don't know why they were able to engage us then. They should not have been able to engage us. Egypt is allied with us. The Suez should be closed to them. I swear, this game can just be such a bitch. I'm gonna send these guys down here and try to kill this heavy cruiser that's sitting here. One of the Pacific squadrons is on its way to help. Sink those. Politics. Naval invasion. Formosa. Yeah, we get Formosa, then we take Pengu, and that's basically all of the Italian Asian colonial territories. How goes the construction on the new ships? 7 months till the light cruisers are ready and launched. 15 months though until that fleet is actually ready for combat. What the fuck? Why is Britain invading Portugal? God damn it, Britain. I need Portugal. Stop fucking with Portugal. Oh, did Portugal break their alliance with me? Okay, yeah, they did. Okay, never mind. I don't know. I don't care what happens to Portugal. Never mind. Oh, great. Now Italy is invading Oman. Great. More shit I'm gonna have to deal with. Oh, submarine on submarine engagement. Boy, these guys are gonna die. Oh, hey, surprisingly enough, they actually lived. Good for them. Where's that naval invasion? In a decent enough spot. Alright, yeah, submarines. We need to build new ones. We have coastal submarine 4 and ocean-going submarine 3. We're just gonna build a shit ton of these. You guys can hang out in fucking where where's an area that's actually close to where the fucking war is? That's the French Antilles. Trying to find places on this fucking list is so fucking annoying. I wish it just pulled up the map and let you click where you wanted them to spawn, but nope. Gotta look through this entire fucking list. There we go. Northern Algeria. And then some coastal submarines. Build 24 of those. Send them also to Northern Algeria. They will take 6 months to construct. That uses up a lot of our budget. However, thankfully, we are rebuilding the budget. Slightly. Slightly rebuilding the budget. Could be better, could be worse, but hopefully we will rebuild the budget and we'll be able to operate the Navy fairly well. Oh, France is actually taking some territory off of Italy as well. I don't know where they took that territory from, but they did. Do I care? Not entirely. I'd love to launch an invasion of Pengu, but I kind of have to go and stop this invasion of Oman. which is being successful. Yay! Which means you guys have to go to the Persian Gulf. Congratulations on winning jack shit. Alright, where did that battleship fleet go? There's a where did this battle cruiser come from? Did they go around us? Oh, that's where they went. Oh, their fleet has actually gotten smaller. I mean, there's 2 squadrons here. I don't know what's underneath it, but they did split up that squadron. So we might actually be able to fight those guys now. So our best chance would be to send these boys in to try and engage. Well, those guys try and go and save Oman from invasion. As research very slowly starts to continue. Oh yeah, I forgot France is at war with Germany, so they're also fighting the Germans, which isn't great. Did France just take... France gain control of Western Sicily? Way to go, France. I mean, we're still not on the greatest of terms, France, after what happened. But you know, I'm rooting for you, France. I'm rooting for you. You can do it, France. I believe. Ooh, if we can get that battle cruiser with the submarines. Get him. Get him. Ooh, heavy damage. Ooh, that's a good thing right there. Ooh, yeah, you guys are gonna get decked if you try to engage that light cruiser. Don't do that. You'll die. You'll die a very painful death. This naval invasion isn't going well because this one light cruiser is here. That is stupid. This one light cruiser just adds enough tonnage. Hopefully he goes away. Hopefully. I may have to go slap him. I'm probably gonna send these guys up here to go slap him. Go slap him. I think it was that battle cruiser because I think that's their only battle cruiser. Great. Now Yemen is being a bitch. Fuck. They're attacking it from 2 sides. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get in range to actually do anything about that. I may have to completely retake Arabia. Fuck. I was hoping that fucking the pressure we were putting on the Italians would lead to them not doing that. Okay, they reinforced this fleet. That or the fleet underneath it has somehow merged with it. The French are not coming to help. Withdraw. Ugh, fuck. Well, the plan was to come out here and catch the fucking battleship fleet while it was understaffed, but apparently they managed to merge the 2 fleets that were sitting there completely separate together for one battle. Alright, everybody, you know what to do. Run away! Run away! Run away! We do a bit of running around here. Now, the Gimpy class here is the most modern battleship in our fleet. Is this a Derrick class? Did I build a Derrick class? Don't think I built a Derrick class. Pretty sure this is just a cyber class with a fancy name attached to it. What the fuck is wrong with it? Quincy! Why didn't you say you were low on fuel? How is it you guys are within range of that? Oh, you are within range to be shot at is what you are. Alright. Light cruisers are in trouble, boys. We're gonna have to turn around. Tulsa, I need you to get in between those light cruisers and that battleship. You are probably the only ones that can. Kimpy, take your 12 inches. I need you firing AP at that target. West Virginia, I need you firing AP at that target. Kentucky, you guys do you. Pick whatever ammunition you want. Light cruisers, you are all low on fuel. Assume a head formation. Oh shit, dodge those torpedoes, please. You guys need to try and fight off those light cruisers. Shit, torpedoes inbound on the battle line. Shit, torpedoes inbound, Quincy. Turn hard. Damn it. Quincy suffered a big hit there. Battleships, I need you to fire on that heavy cruiser. He is bearing down on the lights. Lights, fire everything you got. Smoke up. Salt Lake City, get your men out of there. Damn, they fired a shit ton on the fucking Tulsa, I need you firing on that light cruiser. He's lining up on you. That's a destroyer. Take it out. Tulsa. can't see shit. Does that ship still have torpedoes? Probably. Fire the main guns on it. Alright, Tulsa, I need you back here. Alright, who is still functional with the light cruiser fleet? None of you. Good to know. Shit, that battleship has changed positions. Battleship line, I need you to get between the light cruisers and those heavies. Lights, smoke up. Try to not be targeted for 5 seconds. Keep firing. The heavy cruiser's bound to go down. Tulsa is getting harassed by some destroyers. Please sink that heavy cruiser before he gets close enough to fire torpedoes. Oh, that's 2 flooding hits. Begin fire. Oh shit, that thing fired torpedoes. Third. Yep, there they are. It's too late. One hit midship. Oh, well, at the very least, it looks like they'll... Nope, never mind. They managed to score a second one. And a third one. Yeah, the Tulsa is not in good shape. Join the retreating light cruisers, but more than likely you're going to go down. Yeah, we lost the Tulsa. And that fucking heavy cruiser has gotten into torpedo range, gentlemen. That was not supposed to happen. Loosen up that formation a bit, boys. Alright, take out that damn destroyer. Got some flooding damage on that destroyer. That'll scare her back into the rear line. Their battleship is still within range, which is annoying. And shooting at us from over there somewhere. Shit, torpedoes in the water. Good thing we had the battleships move. There is another light cruiser, very much a threat to us. Turn the guns. Incoming. Light cruisers continue to withdraw at your own pace. West Virginia is now taking the lead. That destroyer is no longer a threat. Incoming. Look out, Derek 2. Damn it, the light cruiser's smoked up. I can't see anything without them. Don't waste main gun ammo on that. Shoot that thing if you want to shoot something. Who's in command now? The Kentucky? Much rather you guys spend your ammo on that, but fucking another destroyer. Yeah, she's going down. Fire on that destroyer there. It's at least something we can still see. Oh, those light cruisers have once again reappeared. Battleships, I need you to shoot them down. They're the biggest threat to the battleships at the moment. Those destroyers, I believe, have expended all of their torpedoes. They're mostly just hunting my wounded light cruisers. Oh, that's an ammo detonation. Yep, that's why I wanted to take out those light cruisers. The fucking weather ended up changing so terribly. If it wasn't overcast right now, we'd be fine. But it's overcast, so we're struggling to see the targets. Poor Kentucky's just line firing into the fucking fog, hoping for the best. Yeah, there's a lot going on in these battles sometimes. It comes down to a lot of micromanagement when you're running an 1890s hull Navy. Currently using the battleships to protect the fucking light cruisers. Oh, their battleship has appeared. That is now the biggest threat. Take it down. All primary guns, fire on that damn thing. That is now the main threat. Mark 117s. They may be shit, but if they hit, they're gonna hurt. You just need to keep its attention off the light cruisers. Because they are attempting to retreat. At the very least, the battleships can take a hit. The light cruisers can't. That's several hits that did jack shit. Alright, Gimpy only has a 1% chance to hit, so just start shooting. What about you, Virginia? 1% chance? Just start shooting. I need rounds going down range. I don't care if you got a low chance to hit. I need rounds going down range. I need probability. Damaged one of their main guns. Not be allowed to get away, men. That's another hit on it. Another hit. Damn it. Ugh, she got away. That was probably our best chance at sinking that damn thing, and it got away. You guys would die if I did that, so no. You guys are shit. Ooh, you guys might be able to get that. Good luck! Aha! Enemy battle cruisers sunk to the bottom of the ocean with these shitty submarines. Good luck, guys. Yeah, that didn't go well. This is fucking annoying that this light cruiser is just camping here. Alright, let's take Arabia. We're gonna lose Oman, which is unfortunate, but at the very least, I can take Arabia and then head back down here, take Oman and Yemen back. Hopefully Egypt will bother to take the rest of the shit. Oh, great. Yeah, we're broke financially wise again. Kill the research budget and kill the transport budget again. Our economy just goes up and down during this war. I am building 77 ships, mind you. Majority of these aren't even for me. Alright, all of Italy's allies have abandoned her. Could you guys just please, like, could the light cruiser please just engage the damn naval squadron that I have assigned over here to fucking stand in front of you? Like, they are literally as close as I can put them. Yeah, Italy is building ships over here, by the way, and now sending them to the Pacific. I mean, not the Pacific, the Atlantic. Like, that's how somewhat bad the situation is for Italy. Yeah, unfortunately, these guys took quite a beating. Yeah, and the rest of your squadron went to go hang out in Algiers. So yeah, you guys are going to also go and hang out in Algiers, because I need you guys to resupply and repair whatever little damage you got. Because right now, the fight in the Mediterranean is kind of stagnant. We managed to force that battleship in for repairs, so at the very least, we can exist. I would like to have some level of tech budget back, thank you. Oh, enemy ships have attacked my transports. Enemy light cruiser. How the New York suffered heavy damage, I don't know. Oh, these guys have met the Home Pacific Guard now. You don't ever want to mess with the Home Pacific Guard. Because the Home Pacific Guard does not fuck around. The Home Pacific Guard will show up at your house and very much make you regret your decision. Where did this battlecruiser come from? Where even is this on the fucking board? Oh, there it is, right there. Well, if you guys think you can sink the battlecruiser, it'd be great. Well, you did some light damage to it. At the very least, that'll be some damage that will have done to it by the time it reaches the front line. Yeah, I still don't know how they're going through the Suez when Egypt is my ally. And Egypt is actively invading them. I feel like when it comes down to the non-aligned countries, they don't seem to understand how pathways work. But yeah, hopefully we can take over Arabia, because that'll be worth it's not worth as much as Oman, other than manpower, which we do desperately need. We do desperately need a lot of crew. We're kind of short on crew, as we are now commissioning an entire line of light cruisers. Soon to commission 4 more heavy cruisers. 2 of the first battleships we've built in years. Decades, actually. And the first heavy cruisers that we've built in decades as well. Oh, great. The finance budget is over budget again. Yay! I hate the budget system in this game. Because one month it's the king of the world, the next month it's, we're depressed on again. enemy heavy cruiser. Just one heavy cruiser. Versus the Pacific Fleet. This should be interesting. Jesus Christ, New York! They weren't kidding when you said you suffered heavy damage. Why didn't you go to a port? Alright, New York, you're not going to be engaged in this battle. Go home. The rest of you are going to do your job. New York is just gonna sail away. Thankfully, we have the Mid and the Montana. Montana gonna be using AP shells. There's the enemy. You boys move that way. I need you boys moving that way. I need you boys moving that way. I basically just need you guys to keep up contact on that heavy cruiser. Oh, we scored one hit. Not the hit I wanted, mind you. Because I would very much have rather scored a hit that would have disabled her and flooded her, but we did not get that. One of our newer Felix class heavy cruisers. They're a bit derpy, but they work. They're a bit derpy in design. They're a bit tall, but you know, don't look a gifted horse in the mouth. It's new technology. New and effective technology. In fact, these are all Felix class heavy cruisers. With more of an emphasis on actually being able to fight the enemy rather than just being able to scare the enemy. You guys are shooting way too far behind on that heavy cruiser. I can't tell if she's trying to go after the New York or not. Like, the New York is like miles away at this point. I'm gonna actually slow down the New York so that then she saves on fucking fuel. Don't need her fucking going full throttle. Alright, start laying in a pursuit course. I wish one of our bigger caliber guns would land a hit so that way then we can get a flooding shot on it. It's just fucking too fast. Yeah, this entire fleet actually uses the entire initial run of Felix class heavy cruisers. I never realized that. I forgot I even like built any of these things. I thought that they were just on paper. We never actually built any of them. But no, we did actually build quite a few of them. Like, 6 ships is quite a lot in the line. Their armor still isn't great. That can be said about almost any of our 1890 hull ships. What are your guys' chances of hitting this target? Very fucking low. You guys are out of range. You guys are trying your best, but you're kind of sucking. And these guys are as upgraded as they can be at the moment. They do have refits planned on paper, and they were gonna be done before we went into the next war, and then Italy decided to fucking send us to war. Which once again reminds me that I need to actually concentrate on keeping up our relations with basically all these other powers. Oh, now he turns around. This fucking squirrely bastard. I very much like it if you could just stand still for 5 seconds. And this fucking heavy cruiser just keeps running. Now, look at him. He's literally charging right at us. I think he's trying to get at our battleships. Which is entirely possible that he is trying to get at our fucking battleships. Since they are somewhat on their own at the moment. Are they, like, at the bare minimum of your range? No, they are well within your guys' gun range. How is it you haven't hit them yet? Oh, it looks like we managed to at least take out their torpedoes at the very least from all our long-range bombardment. Probably. Unless they fired. In which case, be ready to avoid those. There we go, that's a flooding hit. She goes 32 knots though, so flooding isn't gonna do too much to her speed, but unless it can flood more than one compartment, which unfortunately it didn't, but that will slow her down a bit. She is crippled. We did hit her in the kneecaps. We struck her in her kneecaps. Both of you just fire AP, so that way then we can try to sink this thing a little faster. We gotta take down the Archimedes, who has 9.1-inch guns, which are kind of scary. They're not scary guns, but they are kind of scary. Oh, she is coming along for a broadside with our battleships. That is not an ideal solution for them, because that just allows me to rake them with the main guns. Yep. She is now flooding severely. And there she goes. Yeah, poor New York had to withdraw from the battle, but, we did manage to score some damage on this, fucking battlecruiser with the, submarines. So, hopefully, this battle will go well. However, we do not have a great track record when it comes down to fighting battlecruisers. Battlecruisers seem to be kind of the end-all be-all of, the enemy's war material. Because, okay, we're in fucking shitty weather. Great! But anyway, you can tell that the Pacific Home Guard is one of the most powerful navies in our country, because 6 battleships. They are one of the only functioning fleets left with multiple battleships. Almost 3 naval squadrons worth of battleships. Of course, these are all very old ships, being a mix of mid-class battleships and cyber-class battleships. And 1 David-class battleship, the Tennessee, one of the oldest in the fleet. And she is low on fuel. Good to know. Alright, I'm gonna need you guys to switch over to scouting. And also go abreast formation. Where does the radar say they're at? Or the, well, not the radar, but the RDF. This is this way. Oh, there's the battlecruiser. Alright, you guys, you are only firing AP. You guys, also AP, because we really need to punch some holes in that fucking battlecruiser. You guys go that way. You guys slow down and go that way. We have never fought one of their battle cruisers before. This thing is armed with 15 Mark IIs. That's actually kind of scary. Light cruisers, I need you to keep up our visual on that target. We have to keep them at range. Fucking torpedo detonation on the Rhode Island. This is why I'm getting rid of those fucking underwater torpedo launches. Battle cruisers fire on battleships. Fire on that light cruisers. I need you to fire on that fucking little light cruiser. Secondary guns. Also fire on that light cruiser. She cannot be allowed to get into range. She has fired torpedoes, gentlemen. I don't know who at. Rhode Island battle line. Rhode Island took a hit. Tennessee took a dud. Think that fucker. Thank that fucker for inconveniencing us slightly. Shit, more torpedoes. Turn hard to Rhode Island. Alright, it's a dud. We're good. We're alive. Alright, have the main guns start retargeting back onto the battle cruiser. It's now just a chase. Oh, that was a hit. More hits. That did nothing. Ah, shit. Light cruisers are being targeted. Need to keep the light cruisers at a distance where we can still spot, but they're not gonna get shot at. How thick is the armor on this thing? Conning tower is 12 inches. How effective are our guns? 12.7 out of 1,000. And that is 9. So what are we at 9? You know, I don't know what the conversion rate between kilometers and fucking meters is. Nice to know that neither one of these things is going to be consistent. What the fuck is a kilometer? This is why you don't mess with the Pacific Home Guard. They are one of the most well-equipped squadrons in the Pacific. The Atlantic Home Guard was destroyed. However, the Pacific Home Guard took that personally. Yeah, everyone took a little bit of damage. Rhode Island's probably in the worst shape out of all of them, but that's another Italian battle cruiser that was just built, sunk to the bottom of the ocean. The Quincy versus the Carlo. Why is the Quincy on its own? Oh, it must have fixed up and then headed back out to go and regroup with the fleet that I just sent to northern Algeria. Fuck. I mean, to be fair, the Quincy is pretty well equipped. She's got quite a lot of guns, and she just finished getting repaired. So I think she can probably duel against this enemy destroyer pretty well. She's outfitted quite heavily. Of course, later versions of the Pudding and Cyber class, I mean, not the Pudding and Cyber, The pudding and fucking birch glass, which are what use this hull, do reduce the number of casemate batteries. Entirely because casemate batteries, they're nice, they're good to have, but boy are they fucking heavy. They weigh so much more than a regular turret, so while they're nice to have, they do weigh down the designs. This is kind of a ridiculously big boat now that I look at it. It is just a little ridiculous in size. It was a little bit. Just a little bit. There's the enemy destroyer. Has she fired her torpedo complement? No. Alright, I want you firing armor piercing from your 7-inch. Unfortunately, you only have Hydro 3, which means if they fire torpedoes, we're going to be a bit blind to them. We're going to want to go head on, so that way then we can avoid the first torpedo volley. Yep, there's the first torpedo volley. Here it comes. Turn, Quincy, turn. Back the other way. Alright, managed to dodge the first volley. Yeah, their destroyers are no match for our light cruisers as long as we can avoid the first volley of torpedoes. It'd be nice if we were a little bit more accurate with our guns. That destroyer has probably made a run for it. Oh no, she's coming back around. I don't know if we managed to destroy her remaining torpedo complement, or if she fired them off. I'm hoping she didn't manage to fire them off, but she might have. Still haven't detected them, so I'm going to assume that she fired them off and missed, or they were destroyed. There's some flooding. There's some more flooding. She may be fast, but her engine's taking a bit of a pounding, along with the fact that she's taking on water. Damage control is still at 20%, but yeah. What's her ability to resist flooding? She has triple hull, reinforced bulkhead 1, anti-flood 3. Okay, she's pretty resilient to flooding damage, actually. I think France is a lot more focused on the war up here against the Germans than they are down here against the war in the Italians. I'm going to move you guys back over to Algiers, because that's where the rest of your squadron is currently preparing. and refueling. What the fuck? That's not as good of a matchup, I would say. That's something I'd rather not engage in. Another light cruiser has shown up to fucking annoy my invasion. Apparently. They just keep building shit here, and it's annoying. Fucking start invading Pengu, then. That at least takes this little island here that's nearby off the board. I don't even know where this light cruiser is that's apparently... that they're engaging. This fucking destroyer is apparently enough to set back these guys. Even though there's 6 of them. I swear naval invasions in this game make no sense half the time. We are still losing money, though. Entirely because I'm still working on a shit ton of ships. It costs a lot to get these things built. Anyway, now back over to the fucking Sniffums class. Because we can finally refit these now, too. Just like the fucking Vanguards we did the other day. These are going to be harder to do because they are not going to have as fun of a time being refitted, considering the turret caps have changed on the 4-inch now. Yeah, these two aren't going to like being next to each other. They're not going to be like where the funnel is. Yeah, they don't like each other. Alright, what if I put this here? I'm just gonna move you all further back. That still have a firing arc? It does. Alright. So you're gonna go there, and the Sniffums is now down to just 2 guns. Which ain't much, but it's a gun. It helps. Can we finally go to increased shells? We can finally go to increased shells. I mean, these things are gonna blow up anyway, so not much of a point in not stuffing them full of shells. Auto reload the turrets. Already have Capitalistic 2 to give it as much armor penetrating as possible. Do I want to increase the amount of torpedoes? Yeah, not really. It's not going to do much for me. Considering these things aren't going to be used in very large numbers. Guess we can increase the length on the barrels for the 14s to give them a little bit more... I mean, on the 4s to give them a little bit more punch. I could upscale the size, too, to 4.5 like the Vanguards are, but, yeah. Run into that issue. And they're also too heavy anyways, so, yeah, that's what we're sticking with. 4-inch guns, decent range, shitty speed. Again, these torpedo boats really, really are outdated. Like, there's no armor, there's no flood protection, there's nothing that allows these things to survive. So, realistically, fielding any number of them, they're just a death sentence for whatever poor guy gets assigned to them. However, there is one thing they do benefit from, and that's the fact that they are easy to build. I can build tons of them. Delete that. Then I believe we have a Cunico and a Ron class under construction as well, right? Did they already finish? Yeah, the Cunico and Ron are finished, which means they now have to go through the refit process to upgrade them to the new design. that way then I can then rebuild them, redesign their refit. Submarine battle over here. Battle over here I'm not interested in. Algiers is working hard to try and get those ships back in the battle. How is the Italian Navy? They are down to 24 vessels, so, you know, we've evened the playing field. The Italians used to have a numerical advantage against us. Now they don't. France has also contributed. France has helped quite a bit. They are very much one of the main contributors of this war. So, we didn't kill France, but at the very least... France, I don't have the money for that. France, we're already fighting the same guy, please. Enemy light cruiser, just auto-resolve it. It's gone. Heavy cruiser and a light cruiser against the Pacific Squadron. That is not a fun time. We're gonna have to fight that. I'd auto-resolve it, but it's a battle we're gonna have to fight. Not out of a sense of, I'm worried we'll lose. It's more out of a sense I don't want to lose any ships. And I know full well if I send these guys just in there on their own, they're gonna not have a fun time. Let's split up the squadron a bit. Rhode Island. Who here is the best condition? Alright, Tennessee is in pretty good condition. So Tennessee, you join up with the main squadron. Rhode Island and Connecticut, you guys join with the follow squadron. And you guys just follow along as one big group. Alright, let's find where the enemy is. Alright, Tennessee is out of gas. Need to pick up some gas for Tennessee. There's probably a lot of shells, Romanos, at the bottom of the ocean by now. From how many times we've missed our fucking targets. Alright. What is your guys' shell complement? Alright, you guys armor piercing to start with. We'll have the other group use the armor piercing afterwards. You guys are gonna go straight. You guys are gonna get into scouting range. Be ready to start avoiding torpedoes if they start coming. God damn it, Concord. No, what? Why are you guys following? You're not supposed to follow. You're supposed to go that way. Go that way and draw that cruiser's attention. Alright, everybody, sink that fucking cruiser. She has fired torpedoes. I don't know where, and I don't know who. Alright, she fired it on the battle line. Texas, turn hard. Turn hard, Texas. Alright, one of those torpedoes was a dud, at the very least. Alright, seriously guys, she is like well within your range. You guys should not be missing at this point. There we go. Ugh, I don't know where these Italian cruisers keep coming from. They just keep kind of magically appearing. I swear, they come out of the woodwork just to annoy me. I can end this battle here, but I kind of need to sink this bastard so then we can do our naval invasion. Could you guys please keep him, like, spotted for 5 seconds? You guys are, like, the only ships that can. Form a line. And just start opening up with torpedoes on that target. You guys got them. Use them. Shit. Philadelphia was very lucky there. I was not on the ball on that one. The boys took quite a bit of a pounding there. However, we did manage to knock down this. Oh shit! Philadelphia took a hit. Yeah, this is a Blue Raptor class, and I think the Blue Raptor only has like Hydro. Oh no, never mind. It has Hydro 3. Thought it only had Hydro 1. Surprised that thing was able to get off a couple of torpedoes on us. Knowing that it was able to, but should be able to knock this thing out of commission. Oh wait, no, it's the Blue Raptor class. I only had Hydro 1. There we go. Never mess with the Pacific Home Squadron. They do not appreciate being shot at. They're one of the few fleets that I have that will very much show up at your front door to knock and say, "Hey, we're still here." Oh hey, we managed to gain Formosa anyway! Hooray! We got it! Which means they are on the retreat. And this naval invasion doesn't require as much tonnage, so we'll be able to take that. We got a convoy battle over here. That's 2 of my light cruisers versus a not great situation. Are you guys ready to go back out? I mean, for the most part, you guys are. I'm going to dispatch you guys back to the Western Med. Your other 2 light cruisers will join up with you once they're done with that battle. This naval invasion is still going. Yes, it is. The Italians are trying their damnedest to prevent it. But, yeah, there's quite the fleet there to very much say, I'm going to take this, and there isn't much you can do about it. I mean, they do have quite a formidable squadron here now. The Italians have fielded quite a lot of their ships here just to try and prevent this naval invasion. Which they are slowly building up to being able to prevent. So I am going to dispatch these guys to here and hope, beyond all hope, that any reinforcements that try to come in get stopped by these guys, so they're forced to fight the piecemeal rather than fight this squadron that they're slowly constructing to try and take over this shit. Oh, they're actually invading us in Djibouti. That's not good. That's not good at all. Just fought so hard to prevent them from being able to take over my African territories. Also, fucking everybody's just dogpiling on fucking Portugal now. Like, they've been at war with fucking Italy for Western Spain for years now. How's the fleet going? These guys will be done refitting in a bit. I should probably dispatch these torpedo boats to reinforce the med squadron. It ain't much, but it would be something to reinforce the Mediterranean squadron. Good luck, guys. You're gonna probably die, but good luck, guys. I believe in you. They aren't gonna live. They are very much gonna die. There is little hope for them. Oh, are the main Algerian, yeah, the coastal Algerian, submarines are complete. Which I can now dispatch out in force. Basically just start sending them to harass Italy wherever I feel like they need to go. Now, these ones are tier 3s, so hopefully they'll be able to take out some more of the Italian Navy than our other ones have been doing. Hopefully. For God's sake, we're fucking broke again. Fucking hell. That wasn't taking up nearly as much money as I thought it was. Yeah, a lot of our money is going into other shit, but that's not what's costing us the most. What is costing us the most at the moment? Transport losses. Yep, those are costing us a lot of money. Fleet maintenance, that's... Yeah, most of our budget is transport losses. Yeah, almost all of our expenses are just all the transports that have been blown up, and our economy kind of being in free fall at the moment. There's another 10 transports gone. Hooray! Oh, hey, look, the moment I move them, the enemy actually decides to engage with the fleet that they've been building up here. I think the New York is still heavily damaged, so, yeah, this isn't great. This is not a great battle, I would say. They've managed to avoid damage so far, but, yeah, this is, not great. Not very ideal. Yeah, we still have them outnumbered. I have 9 ships. They have 5, 4. Alright, so actually we're evenly matched in terms of numbers. Okay, never mind. We're going home. Goodbye, everyone. The moment I saw it was fucking cloudy, we're out of here. The fucking New York looks like a fucking shot up tin can on this side. Pristine tin can. Pristine tin can. Pristine tin can. Yeah, the moment it... Cloudy weather is shit for our Navy because of the condition we're... Oh shit, we're low on fuel on the New York. And the Montana. Fucking hell. Alright, you guys have to be... Oh, you guys are also low on fuel. Alright, you guys have to help run security for the fucking battleships because those cannot fall. We can make a run for it, but we have to keep these battleships alive. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here before they start shooting. Do I auto-resolve against this? I have a feeling if I do, I'll lose a light cruiser. It's literally 5 battleships, 6 battleships versus 1 heavy cruiser. So if I hit auto-resolve, I'm pretty sure it'll sink. But I've seen stupider shit, so we're gonna have to fight this. I've seen some stupid shit from these heavy cruisers. Alright, let's find that heavy cruiser. Tennessee, you can join the other squadron. Light cruisers, you guys do your usual of spreading out. Yeah, we're gonna want to use our armor-piercing boys. Ow. Yeah, that's why I don't auto-resolve too often, unless it's like a light cruiser against the whole fleet. Light cruisers against the whole fleet or a destroyer against the whole fleet, usually it's pretty easy to win on an auto-resolve. Heavy cruisers, on the other hand, can do some stupid shit. I forget, didn't you run out of ammo last time? You did. And you still are low on fucking ammo. trying to hunt down this damn fucking heavy cruiser. The Marco Polo. Oh, there we go. There's a head. She's a damaged ship, so she's been deployed from somewhere where we already shot at her. Must be one of the heavy cruisers that managed to survive that engagement off the coast of Portugal. Surprised they sent it all the way over here. I've scored a few hits. Nothing critical. We did manage to set a fire, which is slowly ticking up some damage, but fires, well, great, don't do much for us. What I need is a flooding hit, so that way then she stops running around. Unfortunately, that can only really be achieved with one of our bigger 11-inch guns. Even then, the 11-inch may not be enough to achieve it. But 11s are all we got. Tennessee fielding 9-inch guns instead. Still waiting for my new fleet to get built, though, because they are gonna really turn this war around. Because the new generation fleet has proper range finding. Well, they have the same range finders, but they have radars, so they'll be able to actually spot shit. Unlike our current lineup of ships, which have to get at least within like 10 to 11 kilometers before they can spot cruiser-like vessels. Which is annoying. It's super annoying having to wait for my fucking ships to get into range just to see the target. Oh, you're out of ammo. Yeah. Please tell me that'll be a flooding hit. Nope, it was a complete mess. Triple barrel cannons turrets are not great. Their accuracy is decent, but it's not as good as a dual or a single turret. However, it does have a higher chance of hitting because of the 3 barrels. Quad ones are okay. I may have to upgrade a lot of my battleships to quad turrets because, again, they only have, a lot of them like this one, only have 2 spots for guns. So eventually quad turrets are probably going to become a standard on the battleships. Not out of a sense of, oh, it's better. It's out of a sense of, I need more firepower. These things can barely, they can't support another turret. I gotta put the firepower somewhere. So another barrel on each of these would probably not help much. It may even be a downgrade in some cases, but Alright, you win this time, Marco Polo. I don't think the light cruisers are going to be able to keep up with you much longer. Yeah, light cruisers are not having a fun time. So we're going to get out of there before they suffer too much damage. We have a battle here. The Quincy versus the Etria. I do not care for that. Billy X, rendezvous with your squadron. You guys are to basically just secure the med. How big is France's navy, by the way? Oh, yeah, they've definitely rebuilt. They haven't built any battleships yet, surprisingly enough, but they have built a lot more heavy cruisers, like cruisers, destroyers. They are slowly rebuilding. I would very much like not to have to pay the Germans anytime soon with money. Do I deploy the light cruisers that are already built? Or do I wait for their heavy cruiser escorts to be built first? Probably wait for the heavy cruisers to be finished. Submarine battle over here. A battle you will not win. Submarine battle over here. Enemy transports. Yeah. A lot of our money is going into transport replacement. So let's spend a little bit on that. At the very least, we'll get Arabia, and then I can send these guys down to deal with that shit. I may have to dispatch the Pacific Home Guard to deal with that once they take Pengu. Pengo. Whatever the name. Why did they make this island a separate thing? That is annoying. I wish it was just part of this. I thought it was part of that originally, but now I have to take that shitty little island just to fucking move on from this. I've already taken like all of China here. Oh. At some point, Korea took that off of me. Yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot Korea was allied with Italy for a while. You win this round, Korea. I'll be back, though. And I'll be coming for that entire thing. I wish the ground army would fucking go and take Laos. Just so that way then I have some more money. I wish the ground army would do a lot of things. Like, actually win ground battles. But because our transport situation is so fucked at the moment, army logistics is only 3%. So, our ground armies don't do much. Our ground armies kind of just exist in a vacuum. They pretend that the war isn't happening. More of my transports are gone. Once again, a battle I'm not really confident in. It's more because the New York is as damaged as it is. But now we're low on fuel, which is not great. I might auto-resolve it. Again, this isn't a good battle, and I'm not sure how well we'll do. Oh, you know, I probably should have saved. It's getting around that time where I'm supposed to wrap shit up anyway. Fuck. And this battle is probably going to be half an hour long. And a lot of these battles, they would not be as long as they would be if I had ships that could A, see, and B, weren't 1890s hulls. Because look at this. You know how much that you know how much firepower you need to take down one of those? All three of these. Just for one of them. Yeah, we're all low on fuel. So we're just gonna sail this way and wait for the enemy to show up because we ain't got much of an option. We do have to keep them away from the New York. The New York is badly damaged as it is after that enemy auto-resolve attack. Where somehow they managed to severely damage the New York to the point where I'm surprised it's still afloat. Again, it looks pretty fine on this side. This side, oh, she is ugly as hell. Alright, you guys need to be firing AP. I need you guys taking out those heavy cruisers. Alright, you guys. That way. You guys. Just go form up with the fucking rest of the heavy cruiser squadron. I need you guys far out ahead of the battleships. So then the battleships don't get fired upon. I know it's not ideal, but it's the best tactical situation I can come up with. You guys definitely need to be saving that main gun ammo, though. You do not have much of it left. You guys need to be using your main guns to, honestly, just use them on whatever target you feel like it at this point. You guys automatically be ready to dodge torpedoes. Again, I need you guys fucking... Oh shit, that's a torpedo. Hard turn, Dallas. Shit. Hard turn again, Dallas. Ah, shit. Fuck. Dallas, look out. Alright, who's in command now of the squadron? Columbus? Do not let those light cruisers through, gentlemen. Shit. They hit the New York. She's flooding. Alright, New York, you need to disengage from the battle. Mid-Montana, cover her retreat. Jesus fucking Christ, I swear. The fucking AI just goes balls to the walls when they encounter one of my fleets like this. They have a shit ton of light cruisers? Oh yeah, let's just throw them in like fucking ludicrous Japanese tactics from World War II. Point blank range, gentlemen. Oh, Jesus Christ. The Montana is taking hits. Oh, the New York is... Okay, that managed to miss the New York. Montana's going down. Heavy cruisers, what is your status? Who's in command? San Diego. Fire on those destroyers. Mid, keep those light cruisers off of the fucking New York. I heard a torpedo fire. Turn hard. Guys, loosen up that formation. Stop colliding with each other. Damn it, we lost the Dallas. Mid, how are you doing? Still fighting the good fight. And the Mid is one of the few remaining battleships that still holds its original name. Well, the original class name. All the other ones have basically been sunk at this point. We lost the Cyber this stream. So that was another one of the old guard battleships now sent to the bottom of the sea. Hopefully she'll find the peace that we wish we had. Alright, we sunk the majority of their fleet. I don't care that the heavy cruisers got away. I'm not spending 20 minutes hunting them down. We lost the Dallas. I'll resolve that. You got the Concorde? Really? That's fucking stupid. Guys, can we stop trying to invade Portugal for like 5 seconds? Please. It'd be nice. Submarine battle. Some transports. Yeah, sure, blow them up. Let's see, are they finally actually invading Djibouti? Yeah, they are. How long until you guys can actually go and deal with that? Oh. Well, they fucked you guys over. That's fun. I have subs deployed, like, all over the Mediterranean. You'd think that we'd find some transports to fucking sink with them. Nope. Submarine gameplay in this game is such bullshit. I swear. The enemy submarines can always find your transports, but your submarines, even if they're spread out like this, can't find shit to sink. At the very least, the Quincy is now available. Oh, and the rest of these submarines, too. So, deploy them into the Red Sea. Down there and harass them a bit. Make that invasion less fun for them. Let's see if Arabia changes hands or if it remains in Italian hands. We managed to still gain Arabia regardless. I like how when we've somehow cornered an enemy task force, I can't choose to withdraw. It's just, hey, go shoot them. I'd rather withdraw. I'd rather not engage them. I'd rather just let this light cruiser and destroyer get away. I am not in the mood to be fighting this. The war against Italy has gone a lot better than I thought it would. But boy, is it still harming the economy? Like, my economy is on the brink of collapse constantly. We are not in a good economic position. We've been in a growing recession for years now. And the fucking Navy keeps deciding to fucking jump on these Italians whenever they fucking feel like it. That's gonna wrap it up for today, though. I'm not doing this battle. I'm not spending 20 minutes hunting these guys down or auto-resolving and watching as they somehow manage to sink 2 more light cruisers. So let's see who there is to raid. Thank you for everyone that stuck around to the end of today's stream. Don't forget to check out the Discord link below to stay up to date with all the shit that goes on, know when I go live, or just to chat with me off stream, or to, brain hurty, or to join me for game night on Monday. Don't forget to check out the Blue Sky as well to have another way of knowing when I go live. And don't forget to check out the Discord to, I already said to check out the Discord. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel for all the VODs. They get uploaded there Friday through Monday, same time every week, unless I forget about it. All the previous parts of this, run here, from when it was fun, to when it was okay, to when it was, dear God, the French, are up on YouTube. You'll know when you get to the dear God the French part, because that war did not go well. It went well, but it did not go well. Anyway, goodbye everyone. Have a nice night. Hope to see you all tomorrow for tomorrow's stream, which is more than likely going to be Guts and Black Powder. First Guts and Black Powder stream of the year. So, hope you all enjoyed. Hope to see you all next time. Goodbye. Enjoy the person I'm sending you all off to. Thank you for those that stuck around to the end. Always appreciated. Goodbye, everyone. Have a nice rest of your day, evening, night, morning, whatever time it is.